A close-up of an apple with a bite taken out, slowly fading into a silhouette of Steve Jobs standing against a glowing Apple logo. Imagine being fired from the very company you created. Imagine being told you're not good enough, not smart enough, not capable enough. Now imagine rising from that failure to change the world. This is not just a story about a man. This is a story about believing in the impossible, about turning pain into power, and about creating a legacy that outlives you. This is the story of Steve Jobs. It all started in a humble garage. No fancy labs, no big investors, just a dream and an unshakable belief that he could change the way the world interacts with technology. Steve Jobs wasn't just building computers, he was building a future. But the road to success was anything but smooth. In 1985, the unthinkable happened. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, the company he had poured his heart and soul into. Imagine the pain, the betrayal, the self-doubt. But instead of giving up, Steve did something extraordinary. He used that failure as fuel. He founded Next in Pixar, and in doing so, he reinvented himself. 12 years later, Steve Jobs returned to Apple, a company on the brink of collapse. What followed was nothing short of a revolution. The iMac, the iPod, the iPhone, each product wasn't just a piece of technology, it was a piece of art. Steve didn't just sell products, he sold dreams. He believed that the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. In 2005, Steve Jobs stood before the graduating class of Stanford University and shared 3 simple stories from his life. One of them was about connecting the dots. He said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future." Today, Apple is more than a company. It's a symbol of innovation, creativity, and resilience. And it all started with one man who refused to let failure define him. Steve Jobs taught us that it's okay to fall as long as you get back up. He taught us that the only way to do great work is to love what you do. And most importantly, he taught us that even in our darkest moments, we have the power to shine. Steve Jobs once said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." So what's your story? What's your dream? Remember, the world needs your ideas, your passion, your vision. Stay hungry, stay foolish, and never stop believing in the power of your dreams.